Deep in the south of Thailand is Hat Yai. Hat Yai is the main city in the Songkhla province. It's a place where you can find wild national parks in the west and beaches in the east. But it's the vibrant multicultural city of Hat Yai that I love the most. It's a popular place for Chinese, Malaysian and Singaporean visitors, and you can really see the influence from these neighbouring countries when it comes to the food. It's always a great experience to get out and touch the food for yourself.
The central markets in Hat Yai, absolutely incredible. It's my first time right down in the south of Hat Yai, and it's stunning, and the produce is quite different. You can buy everything pre-chopped, ready to go as well, and right up to the wholesale end. It's fantastic. I've got what I need to cook today, so let's go cook with fresh produce.
Amazing fragrant curry paste with rich turmeric and red shallots create a scent that fills the air. It's so inviting to just go shopping for all of the wonderful fresh ingredients.
You know I love cooking in the street. I love being involved with all the people and the traffic. This is just a typical street in Hat Yai. There's just people making their way to work, shopping, having coffee with friends. It's a really lovely, peaceful place to be. I'm going to be making Khao Yum, which in the south of Thailand, especially down here in Hat Yai, is really popular. It uses that special nam budul, which is the fermented fish gut that we bought earlier in Chumpon. It's really smelly, but trust me, it tastes great. So let's start with the sauce. We'll just light the gas, some water. With this dish, with this sauce I should say, the sauce will reduce down. So it doesn't really matter how much water you add. The more water, it'll take longer to reduce. However, you'll end up with a more developed flavour from the longer cooking. Then we add the nam budul, about half a cup. Remember, nam budul is salty, so we don't really need fish sauce in this dish. And then we've got salted fish. This is whole mackerel that's been hung in the sun, salted down, keeps for months. One slice is enough. Lemongrass, whole kaffir lime leaves, garlic cloves that have just been crushed, shallots just cut in half and peeled, fresh tamarind straight on the seed, a couple of pieces of palm sugar, 2 or 3. At this stage I'll add 2, maybe later I might add some more, depends on how salty it ends up. And then we just let that simmer gently for about 20 minutes until it's reduced. The sauce has now reduced down and it's lovely and fragrant. I've got here a bowl of jasmine rice. To that, what I'm going to do is place a strainer on the jasmine rice and then just scoop out some of that reduced sauce and then just place it through the strainer. Okay, just give that a quick stir and mix in all of that lovely budul sauce into the rice. This is just plain fragrant jasmine rice. Mix that in really well, and then I'm going to form that into a bowl. Okay, so that's been formed well. Take that straight in the center of the plate and flip that over. And then the rest of the ingredients. Finely sliced snake beans, shredded kaffir lime leaves, sour mango, fresh chili, lime, but still with the zest on, just finely diced, some dry roasted coconut, freshly cut shallots. Got quite a few people sitting around watching this. I think there's a few people from the south that can't quite believe that a guy from Australia is sitting here cooking this on the street. Lemongrass, dried chili, about 1 teaspoon. Some dried shrimp that's been ground in a mortar and pestle. This is sato bao, this is how it grows. It's lovely, and they're full of the little seeds. They're very nutty. It's almost like eating a pine nut. It's a very similar taste to a pine nut. Those have been picked on the side there. And then the final ingredient, some fresh betel leaves, finely sliced on the side. It looks beautiful on the plate. This is traditional southern Thai. Khao yum. Mix it all together, enjoy it, try it at home. We're at Hat Yai, and this is the Sentosa Hotel. It's fantastic actually in Hat Yai. There's so many lovely little places to go and really friendly people to greet you. I really recommend that you make your way down south and come to Hat Yai and experience what it has to offer. Here at the hotel, I'm joined by Nong Chef Nong ก๋สวัสดีครับน้องเก๋สบายดีไหมครับสบายดีค่ะวันนี้ทำอะไรครับวันนี้จะมาโชว์ตำแอปเปิ้ลแซลมอนค่ะอร่อยดีครับ So this is a really lovely apple salad using fresh salmon, nice and zesty. โอเคครับทำได้ครับค่ะขั้นตอนแรกก็มีพริกชิลลี่ So 3 hot chilies. Chili. Yep. Or just 2? Number 3. Oh, 3. So it's going to be nice and hot, which is the way I like it anyway. And when you're in the south of Thailand, everything's hot. Oh, she's gone 4. She'sกระเทียมครับ Yep. So garlic 2 ลูกใช่ไหม Number 3. So it's 3 garlic as well. So nice and flavoursome. And then ทำได้ครับทำได้ Just break open the chili just to release the flavour. Don't remove the seeds. The seeds contain so much flavour and a lot of punch as well. I strongly recommend you get down to your Asian grocer and buy a pok pok. They're so versatile. ถั่วฝักยาวครับ Snake beans. So just a few teaspoons of snake bean, probably about 30 grams is enough. And again, we're not smashing them down. We're just popping them open. And the concept behind that is just to allow the flavours to go inside. Gong hang. So a little dried shrimp. Different grocers, you'll find small ones, large ones, doesn't really matter. It adds the flavour, that's the key. But these large ones have got a nice chew to them. Sugar. So this is the palm sugar. This is a nice soft palm sugar. Sometimes it's hard to find at your Asian grocer. If you can't find it, white sugar would work, or you could boil the hard sugar with water into a syrup and then add that as well. น้องทำยังเก่งนะทำยังเก่งค่ะครับแล้วก็ fish sauce ครับ So a little bit of fish sauce. About 25 mils of fish sauce. Just blend it in with the palm sugar, just to balance out those flavours. Remember about Thai food: salty, sweet, acidic. อีกนิดหน่อยนะ Lime, manao. In Thailand, they call everything manao, whether it's lime or lemon. Apple. ครับ Fresh green Granny Smith apples. They're nice and crunchy, and they're also quite sour, similar to an unripened papaya. Tomato. ครับ Tomato. That's good. So some cherry tomatoes. They do work better than whole tomatoes. They don't release as much juice.
Give the salad one last light crush and then simply pile it up nice and high to make it present well. Garnish it with some light fresh vegetables.
เม็ดมะม่วง So just a few toasted cashew nuts on top. Add some crunch and also some nice sweetness. Salmon on top. It's actually the first time in Thailand I've ever seen salmon. In Australia we use it so much, but in Thailand we're always seeing mudfish and catfish, river fish. Fantastic.
And there you have it, a fresh apple and cashew nut salad with smoked salmon. Tam apan kap samon. Just below the hotel, where I was staying for the night, was a vibrant street scene with so many wonderful aromas to experience. This guy was making traditional Thai tea in a very unique way, but he insists it won't mix properly unless you do a quick 360. Huge river prawns with zesty dipping sauce and fried red chicken. People here have so many choices of fresh food, cooked to order. What a wonderful culinary journey I've been able to experience.
I've now had the privilege of traveling through the whole south of Thailand. I have met the most wonderful people, cooked the most amazing food, and seen some incredible sights. I can't believe it finishes down here in Hat Yai.
With a few days left in this wonderful country, I've decided to head up north to a place where the crisp mountain air refreshes your soul. I'm so excited to be here and excited to share it with you.
I'm sitting here at Singer Park in Chiang Rai in the north of Thailand. It is so lovely, the weather is perfect, and surrounded by all that wonderful produce freshly growing here in nature. And the tea leaf, the hero for me. These tea leaves at the top, these are the young ones that are used. And what's really cool is down here, we've got these items that have been cooked here by the chef. These are tea leaves cooked in tempura, really lovely and crispy. And down here, this spicy tuna salad with fresh tea leaves in there. So I'm gonna come back here tomorrow to see how all those wonderful ingredients are grown fresh at Singer Farm. But now I'm off to Chiang Rai. But before I go, one last nice crisp Singer beer.
Morning time at Singer Park is stunning as the sun comes up over the hilltops. There is an amazing range of fresh vegetables that grow healthy and strong. The colours are vibrant, and it's due to the cooler northern climate that so many different varieties of vegetables are available. But those tea fields were calling me to have a look. After trying those wonderful dishes at the farm's restaurant, I wanted to see the plants for myself. I decided to hitch a ride with some of the people who work at the farm. The family from neighbouring Myanmar allowed me to jump on the back of the farm truck and then took me up to the top of the tea fields. I was like a kid in a candy shop. Back in a farming region reminded me of McLaren Vale where I grew up. Fresh air and farmers doing an honest day's work. Mud and tractor tyres and a bumpy ride through the fields. There's nothing better than getting involved with where our food comes from.
This is where it all begins. This little sprig of oolong tea, hand-picked up in the mountains in Chiang Rai. It's such a privilege to be here to see this, so when I'm drinking tea back home, I can know where the really good quality comes from here at Boon Rawt Park. And it was really great fun to come up here with the workers and see how it's done. I'm going to join them and pick some myself. I've always wanted to do this. Let's go.
These guys were so fast. It was like they had laser-guided hands that directed them all to the fresh new sprigs on top that make the best flavoured tea. I tried my best and I had a great time, but I have to admit, I don't think I'd be given a job here. I just wasn't fast enough. My final night in Bangkok, and I decided to stay at the Muse Hotel in the heart of the city. I'd been told how funky this place was. Rich mahogany walls and the decor in 1920s style. It has an amazing wine list and delicious food prepared by a group of passionate Thai chefs. If you're up for something a little bit different from the norm, I highly recommend it. I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
I've got some fantastic news for you. I've created a range of barbecue marinades. They're Thai barbecue marinades, made in Thailand from pure authentic Thai ingredients. Now the reason I made them is because at home when we have a barbecue, all of our friends are saying the meat tastes so good. Can you share the recipe with me? So I thought, why not share it with everyone? So these products are going to be available in the supermarket for you to try at home. They're really delicious and they're so simple. Let's have a look at them. We've got the southern style, the flavours of the south. The street style, when you're in Bangkok and you see that smoke rising and all those lovely grilled meats, really delicious. And then flavours from the north, we've got our red curry and kaffir lime. Today I'm going to show you the southern style one. Now it's so simple. Inside the box, there's a sachet full of the wonderful aromatic herbs and spices. And then In this bottle is oyster sauce, fish sauce, and palm sugar syrup. This is what makes my marinades so wonderful. Now, you can make this in a bowl if you like, but whenever I have a barbecue, I like to use a bag. There's less oxygen in the bag and more flavour goes into the meat. All you need to do, put some of that wonderful spice into the bag, and then that lovely sauce. Just pour that into the bag. Now this marinade will make up to 800 grams, almost a kilo of meat. Take your meat, place that into the bag, zip it up, give it a good rub, get all the flavours deep into the meat, and then all you need to do is put that in your fridge for about 2 hours, and then you're ready to barbecue. Place them down gently onto the grill, but don't turn them too frequently. Let the meat caramelise nicely, add so much more flavour. They are cooked perfectly. Guys, give this the best range a try. I'm sure you'll love it, it's so simple. Now, like all good chefs, don't forget to garnish your food before you give it to your guests. Add some flavour to your barbecue.
It was time for me to scoot on over to a neighbouring country where I've been invited to be a guest chef to present a masterclass in Thai food, and I want to take you with me. Southeast Asia has so many wonderful and exciting places to eat. It seems that everywhere you go, there are people outdoors cooking on open grills, and the aromas are fantastic.
Well, it didn't take me long to find something that feels just like Thailand. This is Satay Street, and behind me is grilled chicken cooking over hot coals. But you wouldn't believe where I am, right in the middle of downtown Singapore.
Well, that's the end of the day for me. I've got a huge day ahead of me tomorrow, so I'm off to bed. It's the day of the Thai Masterclass, and it's set to take place in the brand new Sofitel SO in the heart of Singapore. This heritage building has been fully fitted out with a blend of timeless French elegance and modern Singaporean style. The Experience restaurant is where I'm going to be cooking. A state-of-the-art kitchen and an amazing team behind the scenes. Lots to do before the guests arrive, so that inviting rooftop swimming pool is going to have to wait.
So we've been here since early this morning preparing for tonight's masterclass at the Sofitel SO in Singapore. I've got the fantastic help of the executive chef Anne-Cécile from France, who's been awesome, and the team here are brilliant. This pork has been cooking now for about 3.5 hours. I'm now going to press it in the fridge, get it nice and chilled. We'll take it out later and then we'll deep fry it nice and crispy. It's delicious.
The pork belly is cooked in a Thai master stock with soy and oyster sauce, cinnamon, star anise and fresh herbs. Served with flat Hoi Jup noodle and topped with a zesty salad and a reduced glaze, it'll be sensational. I've decided to do a take on a classic Italian dish, and Julia's here to help me make those wonderful golden prawns. She's my source of inspiration. Last minute details are being finished off, and the team is working so hard behind the scenes.
And we've completed all the preparation necessary for tonight. I have to admit, I'm just a little bit nervous cooking for all these VIPs, but it's time to get this masterclass underway.
The team at the Sofitel SO have got everything ready for the guests. One last check of the recipes, and I'm ready to get this Thai masterclass underway. Nervous? Yeah.
Welcome to Sofitel SO and welcome to Experience Restaurant and Bar. Introducing this evening, it was just about, of course, it's a dinner. It's all about quality of food, quality of beverages, but it was also about introducing a special chef. And when I started looking at studying about Chef Duncan Robertson, I was really surprised that after only 26 years in this culinary industry, he's done it all. He's done the bakery, if they're on the fine dining. He even had actually teach in school. Donc in 26 years, I've never met me in my career, 23 years in the hospitality industry, a chef so versatile. It's such a pleasure to have you here, Duncan, with us tonight.
Okay, so who's hungry? We all hungry? Okay, well I'm going to get on with this first demonstration. When we came here, we were thinking what could we do that's a bit different, and we thought, well, we'll do some Thai food, but also fuse it a little bit with something Australian, what we call surf and turf, which is beef with some seafood on it.
The carpaccio of beef with basil oil and crispy prawn went down a treat. Fusion of Thai food with a classic dish, how could it not work? The next morning, I've decided to take a walk to see a little bit more of the city. I feel like something fresh and fragrant to get the senses woken up. I like to steer clear of heavy, bland food in the morning, so I've made a detour through to Singapore's Chinatown to see what I could find. It's a beautiful part of the city, full of colour, where the buildings are preserved in their original form, and the food coming out from the various vendors was so tempting.
I love Chinese food, fresh in the morning. Nothing's deep fried and everything's steamed, so it's very fresh, fragrant, aromatic and cleansing. It's a great way to start the day.
Not far from the CBD is Sentosa Island, a great place for families with fun parks and lots to do. But what I stumbled upon was Sentosa Esso Spa. I thought, why not? I've got a few hours to kill, so a relaxing swim and a massage? Absolutely. This place was beautifully designed with natural flora surrounding, amazing water features throughout. Of course, I had to head off for a full body massage in one of the many beautifully designed and individual massage huts. And it was just what I needed. The volcanic mud spa looked awesome. The mud here is shipped in every day so that the mineral content is at its peak. And while some were covering their bodies in nature's healing mud, I took a moment to sit and think about my wonderful journey through southern Thailand. How lucky we are to be able to experience the wonderful Thai culture, food and people. I'm now planning my next food adventure and I look forward to sharing it with you.